far. I'm Arita Haque, and today's gonna be your very first lesson with a lesson a day. And today's subject will be English. And the topic on which we will be studying will be articles. So without any further delay, let's just get started. Alright, so for starters, there are three articles in English grammar: a, an, and the. So let us get to know why do we use the article an and where do we use it. So the article an is usually used before vowels and vowel sounds. Well, many of you must have this question: what are vowels actually? So vowels, there are 5 letters in English grammar which we consider to be vowels, and rest of the letters except for those 5 letters are considered to be consonants, in case if any of you don't know about it. So those 5 letters are A, E, I, O, and U. So let us move forward with an example so that you can have a more pellucid idea about the article an, about the use of the article an. So here you can see I've written, I want to eat an apple. So why did I use the article an in here? Because in the word apple there is A. And what is the letter A? The letter A is one of the letters which we consider to be vowels. And that is the reason we used an, as I've mentioned before, that the article an is usually used before vowels and vowel sounds. Let's move to another example. I am an honest person. Why did I use the article an here? H is not a vowel letter, but here comes the twist. And vowel sounds. I've written this too. So honest, honest. So it comes with O. So O is a vowel, and this is a vowel sound, and that is the reason I have used the article an. Alright, so we also use the article the before the names of 1% of the countries of the world. For example, the United States of America, the United Kingdom, also one country, the United Arab Emirates. So yeah, these are the names of the countries before which we use the article the. Also, just to add to that, there are some countries which are made up of really small and tiny islands. For example, the West Indies, the Canary Islands. So yeah, these countries are made up of really small and tiny islands, and that is the reason we use the before it. So I do not expect everyone from the world to know about this, but just an information. So that was all about today's lesson. Alright, so before moving on to the article a, I would like to start off by saying that use all 3 of the articles before a singular noun. Do not use an article before a plural noun, like, or a word which indicates that there are more than one thing. So do not use an article, okay? So let's move on to the article a. So the article a is basically used before any consonant words or any word that begins with the consonant letters. So this does not really imply the vowel rule, you know, so in a general form. So you can just replace the word a with any because it's quite the same. So how is it quite the same? So let's say, for example, you went to a coffee shop and there is like a bunch of chocolate donuts, or say chocolates, chocolate ice creams. So you're like,
Start.
So say, for example, you went to a coffee shop and there you can see a lot of chocolate donuts, but you don't get to choose which one you want, like, or specify which one you want. So you're like, just give me a donut. Like, you don't care which donut it is. You can choose the flavor of the donut, but not any specific donut. Say, for example, I have a really runny nose and I need tissue. So now, am I gonna choose which tissue I want? Like, No, I do not want this. No. Nah. So do I get to choose? No. I'm just like, I have a runny nose. Just give me a tissue. So just like that. So the difference between an and a, the only difference is that you use it before a vowel or a vowel sound. So that's it. Alright, so now we can move to the last article, the. So we use the article the when we want something very, very specific. The is the opposite of a. Also, like in a, you don't really care about what is it. Like, it's not specific. It's like any. Give me any of the things. Like, give me a muffin, give me a donut, like any of the thing. But in the, you get to choose. It should be really very specific. So say for example, this usually implies when you go to shopping. So when you go to store, are you just like, give me a shirt, I don't really care? You're not like that. You just go around the store and you like something, you like the color of the shirt, and then you're like, give me the shirt, the specific shirt. You just only want that, not any random shirt. So yeah, that's when we use the article the. Also, to add to that, we use the before the titles of 1% of the countries of the world. For example, as many of you already know about the country named the United States of America, which is a very famous country. Also, the United Kingdom. Also, another country which we commonly know as Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. Also, to add to that, we use the before the names of the country, which are made up of really tiny and small islands. Say, for example, the West Indies, the Canary Islands. So these two are the countries like which are made up of really tiny and small islands. So yeah, that was all about today's lesson. Hello guys, I really hope you have enjoyed today's class with me, and I'm really looking forward to more likes to a lesson a day. And this video was specially for the kids who are having trouble with English grammar or with articles. So it was a really fun experience to teach you, and I really hope you have liked my video. So if you like it, just like our post, and then if you have any questions, you can just comment below. So as you know, we are always open for criticism. So thank you so much.